What's good, JEVITEE Nation? I hope you guys are all feeling positive and energized out there. I wanted to discuss, as you can see from the title of this video, about being yourself. I find this topic to be very, very important because the way the society or some individuals in society seem to be living their lives, it's about the latest or being popular or likes or views, and just to belong, really, and so this type of trend, I know it's been there for quite a while now, but I just choose to do a video on it because I feel it's my duty, especially for my channel that is positive thinking, to put this out there, because being yourself is one of the most important things you can be for yourself. It is your duty to be yourself, to be original, rather than to be a photocopy, so I think us chasing popularity and chasing likes and so on, social media following and whatever it is, studies have shown that this can bring insecurities, mental health issues. Now that being said, I think that we will also lose ourselves, who we truly are, the original individual, and I think it's so crucial to be you, regardless of what other people might say, or the judgments that you might get. Conforming to society or social media and other forms of pressures that'll come your way, their ideology is individualistic, and if it's not positive, it's just good to be you. We can always try to improve ourselves positively. That is definitely all well and good. However, conforming to what others say that this is the way to be, or this is the way to to act, and behave, when you have not done your own research deeply enough, and you just conform, and just fall in line, I don't think it's a good thing, because I think, again, we are losing ourselves, losing the authenticity of our character, and I think it's very, very vital. Ralph Emerson once said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you into something else is the greatest accomplishment. And I truly believe this, because if you can withstand all the temptation, the pressures, and all the things that people tend to be chasing, the likes, and popularity, if you can withstand all these changes around you and you still be yourself, it is definitely a big accomplishment, and so that quotation there, I truly believe in that. We only have one life, we always hear that, right? But just to put that into perspective, I've said this before in previous content, but if I was to ask you where is the richest place on earth right now, some of you guys might think where there's, I don't know, riches, diamonds, oil, and so on, but it is deeper than that, because the things that we value less, is the most important thing, and that is ourselves, our self-worth. The richest place, people, is the graveyard. The graveyard. Some of us, will die and take our blessings and gifts that we could have shared with the world, with us. Some of us, we live our lives according to other people's dictation, and pressures, rather than being ourselves and bringing our blessings out and just share it to the world, and just be happy that way. Because at the end of the day, after all, that's the only thing I truly believe that will make us happy, when we are being ourselves, being genuine, being authentic, so let's not leave it too late, people, because life is short, like I said earlier, it takes a second, and we're gone, right? Roy Bennett said that to shine your brightest light is to be who you truly are, and it speaks for itself, right? To shine your brightest light, to be you, to be the original you, it takes, an individual of courage, and to have faith in themselves, regardless of what issues, you might go through, and because at the end of the day, this is part of life, but at least you are trying to be yourself. So, some of you guys have to remember that if being yourself means changing your surroundings, your current status, if changing all that for the better means that you lose friends, family, and popularity, and so on, then in my opinion, so be it. Simply because there is nothing better than the original you, because being a photocopy, being a second you, is never enough, and it will never make you happy, so if you are in that position, trying to please others, and just hiding yourself away just because you don't want to upset the trend, then I will urge you to be yourself, because there is nothing better than you being yourself, and and the thing is, we can always better ourselves to become a better version of ourselves, but being the original you, it is key to see clearly, to be honest with yourself, to be truthful, and without all these things in place, that is, I believe, should be, one of the most natural things. Without them in place, we'll always be, lost, searching, in the wrong directions, and I'll say to some of you guys, be brave, go where there's no path, leave a trail. John Grisham once said, don't compromise yourself, you are all that you have, Again, I believe this quotation, because we are truly who we are, and we shouldn't bend or twist just because everybody else around you is changing, because so long as it is not for the better or for a productive change, I think you should just be yourself, and still be moving forward, in your direction, that you truly from your heart know this is the best course of action for you as a individual. And just always keep your mind open. Whatever you do, people, do it in a consciousness of love. All right, be yourself, take care of yourselves as well. All right, people, peace, stay positive, JEVITEE.